I'm Nigel, and I've got no idea what I'm doing. This time, we're just doing a small job, so you know what that means. This cover fits over the soft top when it's down, just hides it away, keeps things nice and neat. Now, turns out that this cover is from an NB. That's the next model up from this one. This is an NA. It has the press stud style connectors, whereas this one's got these weird blobby things. So, looks like we've got some work to do. Told you it wasn't going to be simple. We're going to need some tools to fix that. Luckily, I got one of these. Actually, it's Nico's, I'm just borrowing it. The next problem, of course, is knowing what the hell to do with this thing. I think I got something. I want to read a bit from this one, The Amateur's Lathe. It's from the introduction. It has always been a source of wonder that, for the cost of a few pounds, one may obtain not only an obedient servant, but an unfailing friend, through whom one may find the greatest creative expression, a lifelong companion, and a solace for most cares. Philosophy aside, the first thing to do is measure up the snap connectors. There's probably some standards for these, but they're easy enough to measure with the verniers. Next, it's time for the lathe, and luckily I have some solid aluminium round bar that I stole from Dad's collection a little while ago. With the alleys securely in the chuck, the first thing to do is a process called facing. This cuts a nice flat surface on the end of the workpiece. Then I need to drill a precision hole in the centre of the bar, a job called centre drilling, which will allow me to drill out the hole I need for the bolt head to roughly fit in. I'll do this step by step, so I'm not cutting too much off with any one process. I'll check how close I am to my final hole diameter, and then, using a small boring tool, I'll expand out the hole diameter to be just the right size to fit in the bolt head. Next, I need to cut the shoulder so that the remaining section is just the right diameter for the snap connector. Again, this will be done in a couple of passes just to make things a bit more manageable. I really don't know how far I can push the lathe, and to be totally honest, I don't particularly want to find out. I'll test fit the snap connector to see if my measurement was correct, and that seems to work. And then just a little angle cut behind the front surface for the snap to relax into. So far so good. I'll cut the part off, and then I'll face the rear surface, just to neaten up the disaster left behind from the hacksawing. With that done, it's time to admire the work for a bit, and then try to test fit the bolt that I'm going to use, before confirming it still works with the connector. I do like the sound it makes when you put that on. It seems to still work when bolted in place too. That works. Now I just got to make 3 more. So, I just need to remember exactly what I did, and then do it again. And again. And again. And once I've got those 3 done, then I can bolt them all onto the car, 2 on each side. The only thing left to do now is put the cover in place and put the snap connectors onto their shiny new homes. I think it's going to look great once the interior and the soft top itself is all put back in, sooner or later. It's all done. Quick job turned into a 6-hour job, but learned something about the lathe. So, Many thanks to Nico, and we'll see you all next time.